The poem There is a Pleasure in the Pathless Wood has 9 stanzas, and each stanza contains 9 lines. So I am going to read the very first stanza of the poem. There is a pleasure in the pathless woods. There is a rapture on the lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes by the deep sea, and music in its roar. I love not man the less, but nature more. From these our interviews, in which I steal from all I may be or have been before, to mingle with the universe and feel what I can never express, yet can not all conceal. So, in this stanza, the poet expresses his love for nature and love for sea, as he say that there is a pleasure in the pathless woods, that he finds extreme happiness in the pathless woods, means the woods or in the forest which are extended in all sides, which has no limit. So he finds pleasure in the company of nature. There is a rapture on the lonely shores. There is a rapture. Rapture means excitement. He finds the feeling of excitement at the shore of the sea or ocean. There is society where none introduce. The word introduce means where no unwelcome visitor comes. So at the shore of the sea, there he finds a type of society where nobody come unwelcomely. No unwelcomely visitor come there forcefully. So there is a peaceful situation at the shore of the sea. By the deep sea, and music in its roar, he finds the roar of the sea as musical, as they are producing music. When the waves of the sea comes and go, when there is a tide in the sea, he feels as the moment of the sea produce its own music. I love not man the less, but nature more. The poet love man, but his love for nature is much more than the love for man. From these our interviews, in which I steal from all I may be or have been before. From these our interviews, when the poet Lord Byron is in the company of nature, he forgets all the unhappy experiences of his life from which he wants to escape. What he may be or have been before, whatever the experiences he has faced, he forgets all that unhappy experiences when he is in the company of nature. To mingle with the universe and feel what I can never express, yet can not all conceal. So when he is in the company of nature, he mingles with this universe and feel extreme joy and pleasure. In the second paragraph, roll on thy deep and dark blue ocean, roll. 10,000 fleets sweep over thee in vain. Man marks the earth with the ruin. His control stop with the shore upon the watery plain. The wrecks are all thy deed, not doth remain a shadow of man's ravages, save his own, when for a moment like a drop of rain, he sinks into thy depths with bubbling groan, without a grave, unknelt, uncoffined, and unknown. Roll on. Thou deep, dark blue ocean, roll. Roll on means move on. As the waves upon the ocean comes and go, it seems as if the sea is moving forward. There is always a moment upon the surface of the ocean. So upon the surface of the blue ocean, 10,000 fleets sweep over thee in vain. Thousands of ships sail upon the surface of the blue ocean, but it is futile, but in vain. Man marks the earth with ruin. Man has destroyed the earth. Man has invented many dangerous weapons and has destroyed the earth, but his control stops with the shore. But man doesn't control the sea or ocean. Therefore the thousands of ships which are sailing upon the surface of the blue ocean, it is futile or a vain effort to control the ocean, because man cannot control the ocean. Upon the watery plain, the wrecks are all thy deed. The wrecks means destruction. All the destruction done upon the surface of the ocean is all in control only of sea itself. Man cannot destroy or control any movement on the surface of the sea. Therefore, the poet here says that the man can ruin earth, but he cannot ruin the ocean. Nor doth remain a shadow of man's ravages. Ravage word again refer to the destruction. So here it is suggested that there is not a shadow. It means there is not a sign upon the surface of the earth of destruction done by man upon the surface of ocean, save his own. Even he cannot save himself. Man cannot save himself upon the surface of the ocean. He is not safe when for a moment, like a drop of rain. He is nothing more than the drop of rain upon the surface of sea. He sinks into the depths with bubbling groan. He sinks. His power is nothing in front of the power of ocean. Therefore, the idea is suggested that the ocean is much more mightier than the power of man. He sinks like a bubble in the depth of sea, and he groans, he weeps, he cries without a grave. And when a man drowns or sinks into the sea, there is no grave to bury him. Unnailed, nobody is there to ring the bell on his death. Uncoffined, he is not buried in the coffin, and unknown, nobody knows after him. So a man who feels himself very powerful upon the surface of the earth, but he is totally powerless and helpless in front of the power of sea. I'm going to recite the next stanza. His steps are not upon thy paths. Thy fields are not a spoil for him. Thou dost arise and shake him from thee. The vile strength he wields for earth's destruction, thou dost all despite, spurning him from thy bosom to the sky, and sendest him shivering in thy playful spray, and howling to his gods where haply lies his pity hop in some near port or bay, and dashest him again to earth, there let him lay. In this stanza, again the helplessness of man is shown in front of the power of ocean. His steps are not upon thy path. His steps, man cannot put his step upon the surface of ocean. Thy fields are not a spoil for him. Man cannot spoil the surface of ocean as he has spoiled the surface of earth. Though thou arise and shake him from thee, because whenever the sea won't, he can move away the man from its surface, as there are storm in the sea, and when there is a storm, even the mightiest ship cannot hold its position upon the surface of sea. The vile strength he wields for earth's destruction, thou dost all despair. The vile strength, vile means evil powers. He wields means possesses. The human beings possesses evil powers which has caused the destruction of earth, spurning him from thy bosom to the sky. But when there is a storm in the sea destroy or throw away him. Him here refers to man. So the storm in the sea throw the man away from its bosom, means from its surface to the sky. It means he throws him to the sky. It means when there is a storm, the power of man is nothing in front of the power of sea, and he finally dies in that storm. And sentenced him shivering in the playful spray, and sent him while he is trembling or shivering, asking for mercy in front of the ocean, in that spotty waves, in front of that spotty waves. Playful spray means in front of that spotty waves, and howling, and he cries to his gods, and he remembers God. He prays to God for his safety, where happily lies, where perhaps he prays to God in a with a useless hope. His pity hope in some near port or bay. He pray for a land to come nearby, and he might save his life, and dashed him again to earth. But the stormy waves of sea throw him again to earth, where let him lay, where he lay again without life. So through this stanza, the poet wants to convey the idea that the power of man is nothing in front of the power of sea. Man is totally helpless in front of the might of sea or ocean.